Welcome back. 444 weather impact alert for later on into tonight as we expect a couple of rounds of very heavy rain to move in. We do have flood watches up for most of the area. And once again, this is going to be primarily into tonight and early tomorrow morning. So about this time tomorrow morning, I think we're going to be in the thick of some heavy rain and strong storms blowing through. There's your flood watch across the area. Now this morning starting off nice and quiet. We don't have anything to worry about for your Monday morning drive. All the big storms are to the west, back towards North Texas and Oklahoma. They've had some confirmed tornadoes with this line of storms. This is what's coming our way, and it's our first of two cold fronts. So once that gets to us, that's when our storm chances will increase. Now, while most of the rain will be tonight, and we're talking late tonight and early tomorrow morning, I do think we're going to see some rain today. So I don't want you to think it's going to be a completely dry Monday, because we will likely see storms this afternoon and evening. I've got about a 50 to 60% chance of rain after 3 o'clock. So during that evening drive home, probably some showers and storms around, but the more widespread rain and that big flood potential moves in later tonight once you go to bed. So let's walk you through all this mess. Here we are at 3 and 4 o'clock. Scattered showers, few thunderstorms popping. That's the initial round. Look at this though, a surge of tropical moisture. In fact, from the remnants of Sarah, which is down in the Gulf right now, that's going to aid in these heavy showers and storms developing. Here we are at 1 and 2 a.m. Notice widespread heavy rain with strong storms blowing through. Here we are at 4:30 tomorrow morning. A very wet early morning there on Tuesday. Even for the 5, 6, and 7 a.m. hour, these slow-moving showers and storms are still in the area. It's not until like 10 o'clock tomorrow that a lot of this starts to move out. So tomorrow morning, it is looking rather messy. Of course, we're going to have it covered right here on Channel 4 with everything you need to know with all that blowing in tomorrow morning. Rainfall totals. Now, this does look like it could be some fairly healthy rain amounts for areas. I'm going with widespread 2 to 4 inches, but it would not be shocking to see 5 to 8 inches in a few spots. That's a lot of rain that could fall in the early morning hours on Tuesday, so we will have a flood threat later tonight. Just make sure you park that car high and dry. I haven't heard if they've lifted neutral ground, but I'm assuming they're going to lift it later tonight. Before you go to bed, you can park your car somewhere high. Just make sure you're checking in on that. So that is our greatest flood risk with all this. It will be the flooding, and we're talking widespread 2 to 4 inches with isolated higher amounts. But we do need to watch for strong winds and even 1 or 2 tornadoes. Now, there's going to be just enough spin in the atmosphere. Wouldn't be impossible to see an isolated tornado late tonight. So you got to have your weather alerts on, whether it be your weather radio or your cell phone, just in case you need to be woken up. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, where's that cold air? Well, it's going to get here on Wednesday. So the first cold front doesn't really bring much cool air. That's bringing us to storms. The second cold front moves in Wednesday morning, and that's the one that's going to bring us cooler temperatures the rest of the week. So Wednesday is still probably going to be in the low 70s, but Thursday and Friday, I have us in the low to mid 60s all day. Saturday in the 60s, and then we'll be back in the 70s Sunday. So we get about 3 to 4 days of some cooler temperatures with some cooler mornings. Now, right now, I don't have any major freeze in the forecast. It does not look like that cold, but look at this. 50s by Wednesday morning, and then widespread 40s, even some low 40s Thursday morning on the North Shore. I think the coldest mornings will be Friday and Saturday. If we do see any frost, it would be Saturday morning, maybe up around Bogalusa until the north. But right now, I do not have a major frost problem. Here on the South Shore, certainly no frost to worry about, as we'll stay mostly in the low 50s and upper 40s. But it will finally get chilly after weeks and weeks of very warm temperatures. We have some cool weather in the forecast. You'll be able to get out there and put up Christmas decorations if you want to do that later this week, but just keep an eye on the forecast, especially later tonight with our weather impact for heavy rain and strong storms. That'll all clear out by, let's say, 10 a.m. tomorrow, and then the rest of your 7-day forecast looks dry and much, much cooler. Brandon.